great morning, great afternoon, and great evening. You are welcome to today's online class with Mr. Michael. It's our mathematics time. We all know this is business time. It's a serious time. It's time to concentrate and a time to lay yourself along so that whatever you hear here today will be useful and you understand it perfectly. Today we are dealing on our new topic, cube and cube roots. Yes, cube and cube roots. What is a cube? We're not talking about a cube of sugar or a cube of Maggi. Well, fine. In the other way around, cube has different diverse meanings. But today we are talking about that which deals with the power of 3. Let's see how this goes. So when we talk about cubes, we are talking about the extension of squares and square roots. In our grade 3 classes, we learnt about squares and square roots when a number is multiplied by itself. But in the case of this class, we are going to look at how a number multiplies itself 2 times. Some people will say, but it's 3 times. It's 3 that is written there. It's not supposed to be 3 times. Yes, the number will appear 3 times, but it multiplies itself 2 times. For example, when a number or any expression that is raised to the power of 3 in this situation, it simply means we should multiply the number by itself 2 times. For example, now we are talking about 5 here. 5 is multiplying itself. If we check in here, we have 3 5s. There are 3. Let's believe that the main 5 is the one or the red 5. Now this red 5 is multiplying the yellow 5, which is 1, and the navy blue 5, which is 2. So the red one is the main one, is multiplied by the other 2. So just like 3 people in a class, one person is a boy, the remaining 2 are girls. So now we say, okay, arrange yourself in 2s. 1 boy and 1 girl, 1 boy and 1 girl. So the boy will have to stay with the first girl and also have to stay with the second girl. He's still 1 boy, but he's standing in 2 different groups. So that is just exactly what we are going to do here now. Let's move forward. So when we talk about the cubes, like I said earlier, a particular number multiplied itself twice. So let's look at this example. The example says that we should find the cube of 2, 3, 4, and 5. So like we said earlier, it's a number multiplying itself twice. For example, now we have 2 to the power of 3. That 3 is the one that shows that the symbol is for cube. Square is for the power of 2, while cube is for the power of 3. So 2 to the power of 3 means the 2 is in cubes. That means it's thrice. It appears thrice, but it's multiplying twice. That means 2 times 2 times 2 in 3 places. Like I said earlier, the first 2 there is the main 2, while the second and the third ones are the ones the main 2 is multiplying by. So the 2 have to appear in 3 different places. That means 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8. So the cube of 2 is 8. Now let's look at 3. 3 also to the power of 3. That means 3 appearing in 3 places, but is multiplying 2 times. That means the 3 there is multiplying the second 3, 1, which means 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 3 is 27. That means the cube of 3 is 27. Let's look at 4. 4 cube means 4 times 4 times 4, which means 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. Then the fifth one there is 5. 5 to the power of 3 means 5 cube. That means 5 times 5 times 5. That is 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 125. That is what cube is all about. So that's why we say it is an extension of square. Square means number multiplying itself once. That means 2 multiplying 2. 2 times 2, 4. But in cube, 2 times 2 times 2 again, which makes it 8. The square of 2 is 4, while the cube of 2 is 8. So that's just a simple logic in cubes. Now, so we should find the cube value of two-digit numbers. For example, 13 cube. That means 13 multiply itself twice, which means 13 times 13 times 13. We all know that 13 times 13 is 169. 169 times 13 gives us 2167. So let's look at 12 cube. 12 cube means 12 times 12 times 12, which means 12 times 12 is 164. Sorry, 144. Then 144 times 12 gives us 1728. So let the number multiply itself twice. It will give you the cube of such numbers. That is just a simple thing about cubes. So we believe that with little we have learned about cubes and cube roots this afternoon, or this morning, or this evening, we will be able to know if we see any question, look for the cube of such numbers. We know how to go about it. While you take your time to study this, I will really encourage you to get some numbers on your own, and as you are learning it, you are learning your multiplication table. So if you can do your multiplication table, then probably you know how to find the cubes of numbers. So just take care of yourself, encourage yourself, test yourself, evaluate yourself, and make sure you know all about cube. So just have a nice day, have a wonderful day. Stay safe.